ever feel paralyzed by the pressure to be perfect? Like you can't publish until the writing is flawless, you can't speak until the accent is gone, you can't start the business until you have the perfect logo? We have all been there. It is called the perfection trap. And guess what? It is the number one enemy of progress. It keeps you stuck, silent, and on the sidelines. And today, we're gonna dive into why aiming for fluency, which means moving forward even imperfectly, is the only way to truly succeed. So, what is the difference between perfection and fluency? Perfection is an outcome. It is static and often unreachable. It focuses on the absence of mistakes. But fluency, on the other hand, is a process. Fluency is the ability to move, communicate, and operate smoothly and easily. Think of a fluent speaker, they make mistakes, but they keep the conversation moving. Fluency says, I'm heading on the right direction, I will figure out the turns as I go. This concept applies to everything: learning a new language, creating content, or just being a better communicator at work. So stop editing and start doing. But why is perfection so toxic? First, procrastination. The idea of perfection is so overwhelming that way we simply never start. Second, the fear of failure. Perfectionism makes every tiny mistake feel like a disaster. When you are focusing on not making mistakes, you are not focusing on learning. By the way, mistakes are not failures, they just are feedback. So, how do we make the shift? It takes intentional effort. Here are three practical ways to choose fluency over perfection starting today. Step number one, set a good enough standard. Before you start a project, define minimum viable progress looks like. For example, if you are writing, your goal isn't a Nobel Prize, it's just the first draft, and so on. Step number two, embrace the ugly first draft principle. No one starts out amazing. Step number three, prioritize volume over quality. Famous study showed that a better class that was graded purely on quantity actually produced the highest quality work. Why? Because they were forced to practice and learn from repetition, while the perfection group just sat around planning their one perfect pot. And that's because volume is the pathway to quality. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you in the next video. Bye.